already know that your only way to heaven is through me. Your goddess, your queen. Let them keep the bitch. She wouldn't know what to do with a man if you came with a manual and step-by-step instructions. She isn't me. Your poetry in motion. I walk in causing interruptions. A simple sway in my hemp word, standing ovations. Booty juicy like fruit. You. Baby, you.
Now, I've gotten busy with the smaller woman, and I gotta say it was alright. Say alright. And trust me, there's nothing wrong with the smaller woman. And I've gotten busy with the medium-sized woman, and oh yeah, it was tight. Say tight. And trust me again, there's nothing wrong with the medium-sized woman. But when I made love to a full-figured woman, oh, that's when I realized I done got hold to me something. Maybe a bit more than I can handle, but hell, it's all good. Instead of searching for that junk in the trunk, I know now it's all about what's under the hood. Because
the title of this piece is called When I Was a Kid. When I was a kid, doing what you want was a privilege for grown folks. And if you was a slow folk to move when somebody told you to do something, you'd probably get chopped in the throat. See, I don't think this generation done lost hope. I just think they done lost some parents who ain't afraid to whoop your ass with jump rope or jumper cables. Or a tube off the back of the washing machine that you shouldn't even got hit with because you didn't even do nothing. You just got a whooping because you was the oldest. See, I recall standing around looking in grown folks' mouth will probably be followed by, take your ass outside the club. But yeah, go do something constructive. Not destructive, but something productive to living in this house, like taking the trash out, mowing the yard, or putting up the weeds. And when you get done with that, go in there and wash them dishes. Rinse them, dry them, put them up, wipe the stove counter and table down, sweep, and mop the floor. And when you're finished, go in there and get yourself a bath. And I don't mean run the water, stand on the side of the tub, play.
This is called I Remember You.
Thank you, son.
I remember you in my mouth in the morning as we awoke in the manner in which we always did. Your breast on my chest, me playing with your nipples as my head made its way between your mouth as I pleased you. I did more than stroke you, I adored you, inhaled you, even as the sun rose. I remember that though we had our share of problems, sex was never one of them, and sometimes my frustrations poured out from your heaven. No matter what was going on between us, your taste was the one thing that always brought me much happiness because it always brought me much joy to please you. I never knew why everything else had to be so difficult. I never knew why we couldn't just simply have the 2.5 kids and the white picket fence that everyone else dreams of. Why life had to be so hard when I loved you so much. You know, when things went south with us, I consumed you with an insatiable thirst because I felt if I could at least keep you perpetually happy, you would never leave me. Nothing else I did worked, and I was becoming frustrated that my best simply wasn't good enough. That I wasn't good enough. That you no longer viewed me as your knight in shining armor, but instead with the despicable scowl of some nigga named Tyrone who stands on the street corner drinking 40s on a daily. I saw you slipping out of my grasp every day of every second, and it was hurtful. You were my dream, and the nightmare that came and seduced me later was due to the void that your absence caused. At least when I tasted you, we only had one objective, but outside of that, we seemed to lose perspective. We both turned inward and lashed out at the only people that matter, each other. You know, it's ironic, but even now, when I walk into a room and I'm looking directly at you, I taste you before I see you. I find myself reaching out, wanting to offer you repentance for all that I never was, all that I couldn't be. Your fragrance dresses gently across the hairs of my mustache, into the nostrils of my being, which only fuel the flames of my discontent. I see failure whenever I see you, and I know I have failed because there is no longer us or we, there is only you and me. And even though I know it's time to let it go, to let us go, I can't. And perhaps that's why I keep remembering you. Your smell, your taste, your essence, your moisture, the way it baptizes me, sanitizes me when I arrive, your moans, your cries as I make love down near you in the bed. I still remember that I love you. I still remember you.